Good morning, Sainers. Welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to Saints TV Weekly for November 11th, 2024. As always, thanks to our great sponsor, Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Check out their website, www.inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au. They've got some great offers on all of their products, including coffee, tea, and chai. So make sure you check it out. All right, straight into it. Saints welcome another Jack, and of course, as I predicted, they very much did emphasise the fact that his name was Jack, and yeah, if you didn't know his name was Jack Carroll, not Jack Steele, not Jack Sinclair, not Jack Bytel, who's not at the club anymore, none of them, it's Jack Carroll, and he's a Sainer, 21 years old, he was delisted from the Blues, to the shock of a lot of Carlton supporters, so highly touted, pick 41 in the 2020 draft, got 15 games in him this season, 21 in his career, and he's a sort of a midfielder forward at the moment. That's one of the issues that a lot of Carlton fans had, was they didn't quite know where his absolute strengths were, like positionally or just in terms of his own ability, but he has got ability and he's got something, but we need to find that. But we get him, he's delisted, we get him for basically nothing. And he's already spent four seasons in the system, so it's not like he hasn't played AFL football. 188 centimeters, so he's got a bit of height about him. Apparently, he's a good runner, and we know Ross loves runners, so that's a benefit. And obviously, he's going to be starting preseason very soon with his teammates. So I think these are the sort of little sneaky pickups that good clubs do. And I mean, I say it now, he hasn't played yet, so we don't know if it's going to actually come off, because we picked up Riley Bonner a year ago and that didn't work out. So who's to say this is going to work out? But he's 21, he's in that demographic that is that sweet spot for development, and then obviously in a couple of years' time he's going to be hitting his peak. He's going to hit 23, 24, 25, and that's when you want him to be playing some of his best football, and that's pretty much aligns with a lot of our sort of core youngsters in the list that make up the team. That's when they're going to be hitting it. So I like that he's kind of going to be able to fit in with a lot of the other young kids. He's not coming into a really old team and going to be intimidated by 35-year-olds, still, Collingwood and Geelong. He's coming into a team where there's a lot of kids like him, learning their way and have got talent. So I think hopefully he'll feel at home. Hopefully he'll get some opportunities. I don't necessarily think he's a walk-up start for round one, to be honest. Someone asked me that the other day, and I think, no, he's got to earn it. He's got to earn it at training. He's got to train the house down. He's got to impress the coaches, and then he might sneak in. Because I don't think there's a guaranteed spot for him right now, but he just adds to that really good depth, I think, that we've got building at the club. There's not a lot of players there where you look at and you go, I don't trust them, or I don't think they can play. Like a lot of players that play in the VFL, we want them to play at the AFL level because we think they've got ability, and I don't think we've had that for a long time. Usually anyone that comes in from the VFL 5-6 years ago, you'd think, why are we playing them? They can't do anything, but it's the opposite now, where we're frustrated that there's so many possibilities in the VFL, with a lot of these players, with Garcia, with Ari, Sharman was at the VFL level for a lot of the time until late, and he came back in and did a good job. So I think having that competition for spots and that depth is going to be key in us becoming a good team. Switching very quickly to the AFLW, just to mention that Naomi Anderson has claimed the Week 10 Telstra AFLW Rising Star nomination after her starring efforts against Brisbane. So last week, obviously, I mentioned it in this video that we did lose, but only a couple of days ago it was announced that Anderson was the Rising Star for round 10. She's had a really good season, but it capped it off with a really good game. 11 disposals, 8 tackles, and 4 clearances. So congratulations to her on winning the Rising Star for round 10. Quick shameless plug, tonight, 7 p.m, one-on-one with Andrew Bassat, St Kilda president. You might have seen on the socials. Don't miss it. It's going to go out on podcast platforms and everything like that, but it's going to be streamed at 7 p.m. on YouTube. So hopefully all you got to do is go to the post, hit notification on, and it'll set an alarm. So next time you go on your computer, it'll tell you when this is about to start. So 7 p.m. sharp, it's going to kick off. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. I absolutely loved it. And if there's anyone else at the club that you want me to try and get a one-on-one with, put it in the comments. Let's add some pressure to the club. I know you're all going to say Ross Lyon, but anyone that watches this video, just put, I want one-on-one with Ross. Just put it in the comments. I'll screenshot that. I'll send it to the club. I'll go, the audience wants it. Let's get it done. So hopefully it's a success and we can keep doing this sort of stuff in the future. Tom Morris did release the Gather Round fixture, and it has been confirmed anyway. So I won't go through his tweet, but we'll just go through the AFL's confirmation. Sunday, April 13th, we play at 2:50 p.m. against the Giants at Norwood. So yeah, we're back at Norwood. We're back at that wonderful ground that everyone loves, that Jack Steele really likes, if you remember. He loved it. He said he wanted to play there every year for the next 10 years. But we've got the Giants on the Sunday slot at Norwood. They've got Port and Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval that night. Even Brisbane Bulldogs, 2 finalists, won the flag, favourite and reigning premier, and they play at Norwood Oval on the Saturday, and they've got Carlton West Coast at Adelaide Oval. It doesn't make sense. Put Carlton West Coast at Norwood and put the Dogs, Brisbane, at Adelaide Oval. That just doesn't make sense to me. Every other game at Adelaide Oval is like a big game. Collingwood, Sydney, Adelaide Cats, Port, Hawthorn. They're all final contending teams. And then you've got West Coast there. No offense, but I think that's a bit of a stitch up. But that's that. I know the full fixture will be released on the 14th. So Thursday, I'll most likely do a video on it once it's released. I spoke about it with Andrew, so I won't give out too much, but he did talk about a few little requests that we're looking at for that. So that's that, the fixture on the 14th. That is the new Sainers. There's not much going around at the moment, but in the build-up to the draft, there absolutely is going to be some more videos coming out. Draft night on the 20th, I will be doing a live stream, hopefully with a bunch of other Sainers, so tune in. That should be really exciting. And then obviously night 2 of the draft will be on the 21st. Crest night on the 19th. So that will be when the new logo is released. And hopefully, you will enjoy the content. So thanks very much, Sainers. I'll leave it there. Please like, comment your thoughts, as always, and subscribe if you haven't. We've got that many people watching that just haven't subscribed yet, but I know actively support the channel and comment and say kind things. So if you're one of them and you haven't subscribed, please do. I want to hit 12,000 before round 1 next year. We're not far off, like 400 or 500 off. I think we can do it pretty comfortably, especially with all the content coming out. Hopefully you enjoy it. So take care, Sainers. Enjoy the rest of your week. Remember, 7 p.m. tonight, Andrew Bassat. It's going to be good. Take care, Sainers. And as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.